Cool. All right, I went through that kind of quickly. You might need to review the reasoning carefully. Which is one of the reasons we're recording this. Okay, let's go on. Let's look at A/B testing. So a different kind of hypothesis testing. So we're going to load the delay data for the United Airlines flight from United Summer 2015. So table, new table. So load the table, and then let's display a first few rows just so that we can see it. Okay, it looks like they've got dates, flight numbers, destination, and delays. Below, we've created a function called month that takes as input a string with a date like this one, 6/1/15 or 6/14/15, and returns the month number of the flight, so 6 in this case. Make a new table United to that looks like United, but with an extra column called month. It contains the month number of the flight. So the easiest way to do that is to take this month function and apply it to this United table. So we're taking United table, applying what? Applying the month function to which column? To the date column. And that will give us an array. Let's just have a look at that array. Looks like it's a bunch of 6s, bunch of 8s. That seems like the kind of thing we want. And then let's tack on those values in that array onto our United table using the with column command. And so now we've got this extra column called month. Set num June equal to the number of flights in June. Okay, so go to our United table, filter the table where the column month are equal to 6. June is the 6th month. And also August, where month are equal to 8. And then these are the tables with all the rows whose flights occurred in June, but I actually want the number of such things. I want the number of rows. Okay, and so we can see there are over 4,500 flights in June and over 4,600 flights in August. And we're going to focus on those June and August flights. So make a new table that only contains flights in those months. Call the new table ends. Okay, set num ends equal to the number of flights in these 2 months. Okay, so again, we're going to use the where command. And how do we want to do this? We want month. So I'm not sure we've seen this so much before. Usually we say are equal to, but we could say are not equal to 7. So I want to get rid of the July flights. And then the number of ends would be the number of rows in that flight. So I hope the sum of these two numbers here looks pretty good. All right, make a histogram of the delays grouped by month so that we show 2 distributions, one for month 6 and one for month 8. Okay, and bins from 0 to 200 separated by 10 minutes. Okay, so let's go to our ends table. Let's make a histogram on the month. Let's group it by, the histogram as on the delays. Grouping on the month so that we get 2 of them, and then bins. Bins starting at 0, going to 200. I'll put 201, oops. think I need an MPA range. And then offset by 10 each time. And I can't see delays in the table. It's because it's called delay, not delays. There we go. Looks like a pretty good histogram. The two histograms don't look that different, just a little bit different. Assume that the United data is not all the data for all United flights, but just the data for a sample of the flights, okay? We want to test the hypothesis that the 2 months have different distributions. The null hypothesis will be that the 2 months have the same distribution, and that the month labels, the 6 or the 8 on these flights, are just random, and any variation in the samples is just due to chance. The alternative hypothesis will be that the data come from actually different distributions. Our test statistic will be the absolute value of the difference in mean delays for June and August flights. And in the cell below, we define a function, abs diff in delays. It takes as input a table with columns, including month and delay, and returns the absolute value of the difference in mean delays for the June and August flights. Set observed statistic equal to the value of this function on the ends table. Okay, so we just have to call this function on the ends table. That's it. So that was a lot of text just to tell you to call this function on the ends table, but fair enough. So we observed an average difference in the mean delays of over 7 minutes for the 2 months, right?